Friday Night Lights is sponsored by Garland Shelton Auto Group, Centex Roof Systems, and Optimum.
Friday Night Lights, Week 10. I'm just Ben, not Ken, not Ryan Gosling from the movie. Ben Peck with you tonight, although I know it is a striking resemblance. But listen, let's put our focus on high school football. It is the penultimate week of the regular season for Texas high school football. So much on the line. We've got district titles up for grabs, playoff spots, seeding, and on top of that, we've got some massive rivalry games. Our game of the week checks almost all of those boxes. We're talking the Brazos Valley Crosstown Showdown, College Station, and A&M Consolidated. And College Station, as of now, is in position to win that game. In Class 6A, as you see on your screen, Bryan is taking on the Hutto Hippos. Winner gets a playoff spot. And as you see, the last score we have there, 28-28 tied at the half. Let's go out to Class 6A. First drive of the game for Midway and Weiss. Weiss undefeated, and Midway 4-1. All their wins are in district. That's kind of where you want them. This game started pretty late, around 9-10, but Ty Brown scrambles, finds Ramon Conway down the field in the red zone, just inches away from the goal line. And the next play, Brown with the handoff to Eduardo Longoria. That makes it 7-0 Midway. Weiss, though, would answer the call. Here come the Wolves, undefeated for the reason. Here's the kickoff. Receiver Lewis Hickman in the backfield. Fair catch. No, he's not going to fair catch. He's all gas, no brakes, down the field for 6, and that made it tied 7-7. But Midway, 21-10 at last check in the first quarter. We have our very own Nicole Sheeran out at that game. It's going a little behind schedule, but Nicole, we finally got some football.
Ben, crazy night of high school football, weather delay after delay after delay, but it didn't seem to bother the Midway Panthers. They come out tonight, score 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. This is against a Weiss team with both of these squads duking it out, their final district game and that district title up for grabs. Now, this is a Midway squad who won only 2 games last year and won the year before. They've gone through a lot of changes. Head coach Shane Anderson stepping down in the head job. Ezra Martinez taking on that position. This squad's been through a lot of change, but it didn't seem to bother them tonight. A score update for you now. It's 28-10. Second quarter, Midway absolutely punching the ball downfield. You saw that kickoff return from Weiss, but didn't seem to bother the Panthers. Final district game of the season tonight, and they're looking for that big-time win. The Panthers already secured their playoff spot, which is a big-time feat for this program, but now that district title is up for grabs. So that's going to do it here from Panther Stadium. A crazy night of high school football, but what a game for the Panthers. Ben?
Awesome. Stay dry out there, Nicole. I'm doing my best here in the studio. Now, the game, Nicole, was supposed to be at Madisonville and Connolly. This is for essentially a district title. That has been postponed. It'll be played tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Still will be played over at Mac People Stadium, but we shall see how it goes. Let's go over to Killeen. Shoemaker and Killeen High fighting for the postseason. This one was so good, Mother Nature decided she wanted to check it out too. First quarter, Gray Wolves on the move. Tyreek Wade going deep to Brandon Brown Jr. down the sideline. Later on, third down. Wade this time over the middle, and he's wide open for the score, 7-0 Shoemaker. Ensuing drive, it's a 4th and 1 for the Roos. They are going to go for it right around their own 30, but this play absolutely blown up. Big number 2, Malik Esquera making the play there. Gray Wolves take over. Just seconds left in the first quarter. Wade rolling out. Kamari Balfour gets some separation for the TD after breaking the tackle there. So now 14-0. Roos need an answer, and they are starting to find their rhythm. Inside handoff to Carday Hicks. Slips a tackle, busts it to the outside. Little spin move there. Spills out for a few more extra yards, dragging defenders. It's a first down. Later on in the red zone, Timothy Boatner in the Wildcat. Good blocking for him, but unfortunately a little too good blocking. There's a flag on the play. Back it up. That makes it a field goal for the Roos, and Shoemaker does get the decisive win, 63-17. Well, we're just getting started here on Friday Night Lights. We got more highlights on the way, some 5A and 4A action, plus our game of the week, College Station and A&M Consolidated. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. We've been talking about it all night. Playoff implications in these massive district battles. We'll go back to our game of the week, Class 5A Division I. It's going down to the wire. Just went final a minute ago. College Station and A&M Consolidated. Consolidated has never beaten their crosstown rivals since they've come into existence. Seatstat overcame a 21-0 deficit last year to get the win. Cougs can lock up a share of the district title, but oh my goodness, here's the opening kickoff. Tiger fans are going to like this. Alex Myers fields it on a hop, makes a couple guys miss, 97 yards to the end zone, 7-0 Consol right off the bat. But College Station, as we saw last year, they are not afraid of a fight with the Tigers and coming from behind if they need to. Aiden Martinez-Brown flips over, but he lands on his feet, so keep the chains moving, keep your legs moving, kid. That's a first down. Same drive later on. Martinez-Brown in the Wildcat scores from 4 yards out. It's 7-7, and College Station having a little fun, but here comes Consol, led by first-year head coach Brandon Schmidt. Will Hargett hits Colton Schmell, and that's an 11-yard tutty. 14-7 Tigers. Still in the first quarter, Arrington Maiden to his tight end Xavier Vela over the middle, dives in for the touchdown. 14-yard score makes it 14-14. What a first quarter we have. Second quarter, Hargett now, play action. Goes to P5, Peyton Bjork on the out route. That's a score, makes it 21-14. Consol in front right before the halves, though. Seastat driving all the way down. Maiden to Jake Pivoto. Back shoulder fade, hauls it in to make it 21-21 at the half. And we have more action in the second half. Here's the toss out to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He has daylight. Going the distance. The touchdown for the Cougs. They are back in control, it would seem, but Consol has answers as well. Here's the handoff to their guy, Trey Taylor, up the middle. He's in for the score, went down to the wire, a game-winning touchdown from Arrington Maiden to Jake Pivoto with 7 seconds left to help College Station get the win, 49-42. All right, 5A Division II, Brenham and Huntsville, both teams playing for a share of the district title potentially next week. Marcus Lewis, short touchdown for Huntsville, make it 15-0 Hornets early. Look like they're going to roll right well. Here comes Jordan Harvey with Brenham. The Cubs have some other ideas. They tied the game right back. They actually took the lead 16-15. But how about this? Austin Taylor rolling out second half looking for his guy. Savion Conte bounces off a tackler and keeps his legs moving into the end zone for the touchdown. Huntsville back in front. But how about this on a 4th and 8? Harvey rolling out. Just chuck it. Chris Gidry. Oh my goodness, what a grab for the touchdown. It's still 36-32 Cubs in front in the fourth quarter. Brian Rutter taking on Richmond Randall. Rangers need a win to stay alive in the playoff hunt. First quarter, both teams end up with field goals 3-3. And after mishandling a punt by Randall, Rutter takes advantage. Cody Billings to Jaquise Martin in the end zone, 10-3. Rutter on top. Second quarter, looks like a free play here. Tyler Skrabanek throws the ball down the sidelines to Miko Harvey, and he takes advantage of it. He is gone for the touchdown. Randall takes the lead 13-10. They extend their lead 19-10 on a failed two-point conversion. Rutter, though, not giving up. Billings over the shoulder grab for Jaquise Martin. Rutter was in the lead, but Randall has come back 33-24 at last check in the fourth. 4A Division I, Navasota, last game of the season for the Rattlers, currently holding on to the last playoff spot in their district, but the exporters from Brazosport have some other ideas tonight. Cameron Hinton to Torek Goins. He's going all the way for the touchdown, first score of the night. Rattlers trying to take over the lead. They're trying to answer back, and this will help. Hudson Minor gets an interception. That would lead to a score for Navasota. We're tied at 7. 41-yard field goal. Juan Vargas, with just a few minutes left in the first half, knocks it through to make it 10-7. Second quarter, Rattlers, couple touchdowns back-to-back. Javen Jesse screen pass here to Cameron Ross for the score. Rattlers get the win 30-14. The last pit stop on the Friday Night Lights. Up next, we'll have more scores for you, Class 3A and 2A, and we'll go back out to our game of the week, hopefully for a final report from Justin Wood.
Mike, check, 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 check. Are we ready to go? Yeah. Is this the last block? Okay, this is the last block? I'm ready. Let's go. Mike, check, 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 check. Where's Jake? I need Jake.
Well, apparently these teams are starting to get the memo. Our game of the week, we tell them it has to be an instant classic. And College Station A&M Consolidated delivered once again a game-winning touchdown with less than 10 seconds to go. Justin Woodard standing by with the victorious College Station Cougars.
Overall, what a game for this town, Ben Peck. 49-42. C-Stat stays undefeated in district play. There are Week 10 Game of the Week champions. Coach, how about that game?
Let's go, Cougars! Yes, sir! Let's go, baby.
All right, head coach Tony Pry here. Coach, back and forth. Defense was optional for a while, but then you got an interception. Then you capitalize on the trick play. Just the guts of your team tonight.
They played fantastic. We know it's always going to be a challenging game coming to play Consol, and it lived up to the billing. Great performance.
What did you make of the last drive and then the Pivotal touchdown?
Yeah, it's a gut check time. We've got an opportunity to win the game and seal the deal, and I was really proud of our kids for doing that.
Okay, Arrington Maiden, the quarterback.
Yes, sir.
All right, you threw a pick six. We won't talk about that. Yeah. But your resilience to bounce back from that, Bud, how big was that?
We
Come back here a little closer. You get in the frame.
I said everybody responded. Everybody on the team, the guys picked me up, and I'm so proud of this team. Go Cougs.
Number one behind you, Aiden Martinez-Brown. What can you say about him tonight?
He's the best running back in the state.
There we go.
All right, the Cougs stay undefeated all time against A&M Consolidated. They're in the driver's seat for another district championship. They're the #1 seed. No doubt about it. And what happens next week? Way to go, Cougs.
Yeah, let's go, Cougs!
Ben, back to you.
All right, I think they're going to be partying all night there in College Station, and deservingly so. Thanks so much, Justin. Well, last week we saw something almost unheard of. Franklin losing a football game. First time in 39 tries, taking on Cameron Yo tonight. Yo, by the way, trying to stay alive in the playoffs. Second down here, Jaden Jackson is going to make his way through some yeomen for an early touchdown. 10-7 Franklin later on in the first quarter. Knocking at the door. Handoff to Bubba Jackson, little brother, for a touchdown. Franklin constantly on the offensive. Quick pass to Devin Hill-Drago. Had some trouble with it, but it's backwards, so he can still pick it up and run it in. That he does. R.J. Fulton with the touchdown here. Lions look like they get the win over Cameron. Bring up that score. 59-14, they do indeed. Another big score here. Rogers at Lexington. This one clinches the top spot in district. First quarter, this one, spoiler, all Eagles, but Rogers specifically. Cooper Cisneros over the middle to Bryce Watson, first play of the game. He goes untouched for the to the end zone for the touchdown, and then just keep on striking. Cisneros fakes the handoff, going to run it himself. Next up, Rogers, no huddle play, catches Lexington asleep at the wheel. Cole Stevens takes it the distance. Rogers going to get the win in this game over Lexington by a big score, 42-14, so they are basically winners of the district title. Let's go Class 2A, Crawford and Rell. Indians trying to stay in the title race. Meanwhile, Pirates in a three-way tie for the last two playoff spots, so both teams could really use it. Indians knocking on the door. The handoff to Gavin Oliver, to Grayson Oliver, and that is a touchdown. Defenders hanging all over him, but he finds a way to get into the end zone to score. And then Cade Smith for Crawford going to take the snap. Cut it upfield, finds a hole, a good gain here, but the drive continues. And on 4th and 1, Smith trying to escape, but he is stopped by Oliver short of the line to gain. Points were tough to come by in this one. Crawford shut out 13-0 against Rell, so in a little bit of trouble going into the final week of the regular season next week. By the way, also in that district, some scores we can tell you before we go. Marlin shut out Rosebud Lot, so they win their district title. Some other scores we had for you. Chilton defeats Iola. Rudder, we were keeping an eye on that game. Randall has extended their lead over the Rangers, so Rudder, again, they need basically 2 wins and 2 Randall losses to make the playoffs. It looks like the Ranger season is getting ready to come to an end. And last we saw, Brenham was still up by 4 against Huntsville with about 2:15 to go. Huntsville was getting the ball back, but that one down in Class 5A Division II. A reminder, a lot of these games still in progress. Weather was mayhem tonight. In Waco, I should say, Connolly will be hosting Madisonville tomorrow at 2 p.m. That was one of the games we were hoping to get to you. And Midway is still taking on their opponent later tonight. Can't remember off the top of my head, but that's going to do it for Friday Night Lights. Hope you have a great evening, and thanks so much for joining us for Week 10.